Bog ljudi, FireFuchs i dobrodošli još jedan video. Danas igramo Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. To je igra od jedne poznate kompanije. Vjerojatno je znate po The Elder Scrolls seriesu, znači Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, ostalo. Poznata je i po Fallout seriesima. To je znači Bit Shadow Company. Jedan boljih meni, iskreno, kompanija je od dražih. To igrica kaže da je jako strašno. Mislim, jako strašno, da je atmosfera dobra, priča da je dobra i sve. Naravno, igru sam probao samo malo, tek toliko da ispravam kako ide. Kako da ispravam kontrole, da vidim je li sve dobro namješteno i to je to kaj imam za reći. Idemo startat, praviti investigator. To je malo teže od Boy Scouta, barem kažu tak. Arkham Asylum, 16 February 1922.
Now, at my end, I can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
Voice acting baš nije neki savršen, očito. Game tips are currently active. If you don't want to see any game tips, they can be turned off. From the game options, you can press escape key at any time during a gameplay to exit the options menu. 6.5 years ago. September 1950.
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any. Victor?
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Yeah, just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
I evo ga, sad smo u igri. Znači, ime nam je Jack Walters, vidite što? Moramo pratiti. Dobro. Kao da izdržim tako nešto.
What's taking him so long? Something must be wrong. I think I...
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered.
Jej.
You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
Da mi pištać. Da mi pištać.
Try to stay calm. You better hurry, Jack.
O. Mogu spišći.
Shit. This is dead.
Kada radi? Ne mogu njega raditi.
Nichols!
Valjda. Ok, ajmo unutra. Mislim, it seems perfectly legit.
It's too dark to be sure, but that rotting smell tells me these shelves are used for storing food.
Mislim, F7.
It's an old stove.
F7.
Probably food.
Stvari,
And the rats have been at it.
Te stvari. Otvore vrata. To.
It looks like an eye, but the rest of the painting has no real shape. The fire is still burning.
Okay.
The board has been used to illustrate a diagram. As I continue to translate the narcotic fragments, I become more and more eager to contact my Yithian masters. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe, a doomed and simple species thrown up as a side effect of an experiment by the elder things. It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited future.
Super.
The illustration is quite scientific. Looks like a blueprint for some kind of room. That's an unusual design.
The fuck je to?
A depiction of some alien creature.
Kako znaš da je alien? Kako znaš da nije možda onak samo tu neka ova stupnica I onda to kao onak samo neki...
It's a strange painting, but it reminds me of something.
A šta te to može podsjećati? Možda na nekog... jastoga ili nešto?
It's locked. It looks like an eye, but an old grandfather clock. This blasphemous image makes me feel uneasy.
To je, znači, prvi save point ovdje. Samo se preko ovog prošlog koji sam saveao. Tako da, znači, kada nisi ništa dalje odavde. Znači, došao sam do ovdje, samo sam scrollao tak malo, ali bio sam našao ono, tako da sam sad, do ovdje sam se pravio, dalje nemam pojma.
It's locked.
It's locked.
The front door has been barricaded with tables and chairs.
Dobro. O, Isuse Bože, klinci.
At last!
He seemed to recognize me. I don't get it. His body is covered in tattoos, and they were carved into his flesh with some...
Ok, ja se ispričavam zbog ovog kata, ali neki su se klinci sad našli derati pod mojim prozorom. Jej. Kao.
Poisoning by the looks of it.
Okay.
He's dead. They're all dead. Suicide. or rather, mass suicide. Poison appears to have been on the menu. He's dead. They're all dead. Suicide, or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues. It's hot and giving off a lot of smoke.
Vjerojatno zato i je zamučeno ovo.
Don't shoot.
To te ja pitam, pukne onak sa strane.
We've been expecting you, Mr. Walt.
Damn, he recognized me. And it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint.
Ali su ga ubili.
A key. This should help downstairs.
Ja sam na njega htio stisnut.
He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning.
Dobro, nismo još ovdje pogledali. Onda
It
dole.
won't open.
Onda
It
dole
won't
ima.
open.
Evo ih kako zove. Zatvorenih vrata. Može? Stop.
The lock on the store is broken. The lock on the store is broken.
Ok, znači ovo tu je, nećemo tamo uopće vjerojatno ulaziti. Idemo prvo ovdje probati.
It's the wrong key.
It's the wrong key. Ako opet, ko bi radio od
It's
bakra?
unlocked.
Ključ.
I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I've gotta think.
Pa,
All these photos and clippings are of me. I just don't get it.
ne znam, kaj...
What the hell is going on? It seems they've been tracking my movements. Another key. This should fit the door across the hall.
Kako je to i onom filmu
It's
bio?
unlocked. For nutcases, they seem quite... It looks like an eye. But the rest of the paint... There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room.
Onak vidi se da će se ovdje strgat nešto. Ajmo mi prvo pretražiti se ovo salo.
It appears to be a private study area.
To je neki zauzet.
The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be written in classical Greek. I don't have time to read. I'm a detective, not a pen pusher. I don't have time to read.
Dobro. Da vidimo kaj je to zapravo. Kao. Film to mi je 11 minuta. Pa narkotika. This manuscript but claims to be a translation from classical Greek of a far older work from before the time of the first humans. The pages are stained, faded, and even burned in some places, making reading difficult. The legible section tell the history of unthinkably distant antiquity. They speak of races so strange as to be beyond humans' comprehension, and wars fought across vast gulfs of time and space. There are concepts so utterly alien that they sound like absolute madness. Time travel, flying polyps, metal projection, great race of Yith. It makes you dizzy just to read it. Okay.
I'm a detective, not a pen pusher.
A ništa ovdje. Valjda. Tu ima nešto. Kako će zakaj stavili? Oh, the jump! Dobro.
Shit, that did not sound good.
Ovo malo like... Ok, izgleda je zalegalo i grešilo se. Tako da, na ovom dijelu. Opa. Aha, srelo se.
Well, that's just swell. He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull.
A vjerojatno, drugo nema kaj. Mislim, baš nije bima koja je ova daska neka. Aha, ovaj bim. Ja. Možda. Ali neko čudno je pao. Čudno je palo. Ne bih rekao baš.
Medical charts on the human anatomy.
This sink would be used for scrubbing up.
Kaj je ovo?
From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered.
Bit cockroach.
Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here.
Irci ima jako dobra atmosfera.
Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment. Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical
Je
equipment.
poremećena is. Nope. Nemam kam drugdje. Okej. What the fuck? Možda je prispojena na njega, onak. What the fuck? Kako je to njegov mozak? Sve je sve njegove stvari.
This pipe must drain the waste from his intestines. Looks like his kidneys. They're moving around in all that liquid. Looks like his kidney. This pipe must drain the waste from his intestines. Looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for.
Očito da mu onak još spojen.
His beating heart.
Still beating.
The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing. Looks like his stomach. Good God! What the hell is all this?
Kaj je ovo?
Ah! It's too hot to pick up. I've never seen equipment like this before.
Ovo te očito za
Oh, shit.
Naravno. Što se pobili? Ajmo reći da nisam mogao ništa drugo, makar nikad se probavao ona vrata otvoriti. Da, to su vjerojatno sve njegove.
The crystal's still warm. His intestines have stopped moving. His brain stopped moving. His kidneys have stopped moving. His heart has stopped. His lungs have stopped ventilating. His stomach stopped moving.
Sve je prestalo se kretati.
This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment.
Samo šprintaj.
It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine.
Okej. Kao Stargate. Znate onu seriju
What the
Stargate.
hell is that? I wonder what it's for. What the hell is that?
Ovo smo vidjeli već negdje. Na početku igre na onim crtićima, znate. Ono... No.
There's no power. There's no power.
Kako dobijemo power? Čekaj, kupio sam onaj neki...
It looks like something's been removed from it.
Radi! Valjda. Izgleda da radi. Chaos Emerald. What the fuck? To je ono kad smo vidjeli. Kad sam ja rekao da je to neki jastog. Nisam za stvarno mislio da si jastog. February
It's been more than
1920.
6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else.
Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on.
That no clip.
What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
Ne da mi se ovo se čitat, ako hoćete budem zaustavio. Iduća stranica. Iduća stranica. Iduća stranica. I gotovo. Ok, silo nam je. 7th February 1922, Innsmouth.
Driver, how far to the stop?
Almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth. Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own.
Keep his love.
This is it, stranger. End of the line.
I dobro, budemo otkrili gdje je taj Branham otišao u idućoj epizodi. Tako ljudi, hvala što ste gledali prvu epizodu Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth i nadam se da vam se svidjelo i vidimo se u idućoj epizodi. Dženja!